Hi, good morning everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning everybody.
Good morning, sir.
So on the first day we thought about what is personality development and what are the facts we are facing in our personality development. Second day we have thought about the thought process, how can we manage the self and how can we manage our thought process. Now this is the third day, we are going to talk about how to manage the people. How to manage the people, because there are many people around us. If we can manage the people, then we can manage the life, and if we cannot manage the people, then we cannot manage the life, because we are the part of this world. We are not the world. We are the part of this world. We are not the world. So we face many people in the world. We face many people in the world, and if we can manage them beautifully, then only we can live our life beautifully. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If we will not manage them beautifully, then what will happen? They will spoil our life. They will spoil our life. Understand? So managing people is an art. Managing people is an art. So this world is full of people, and you are the part of this world, and if you want to manage the people, you need to be very strong inside out. And if you are strong enough inside out, then only you can manage the people. And first I told you, if you want to be strong inside out, your thought process should be strong. Your thought process should be strong. So if your thought process is strong, if you know what is Sat and what is Asat, if you know what is good and what is not good, good it means Sat and not good it means Asat. If you know what is good and what is not good, then only you can decide the people around you, who are the good people and who are the bad people. So as I told you, this world is full of the people. We are not the world, we are the part of the world. And if you want to live this life beautifully, we must manage the people beautifully. So the first question is, how many types of the people are in this world? How many types of the people are in this world? There are 4 types of the people, 5 types of the people in this world. How many types of the people are in this world? 5 types of the people in this world. So I will teach you today how to manage all these 5 people. How to manage all these 5 people. If you can manage these 5 people, I assure you and I guarantee you that till the last breath of the life on this in this earth, you will be the happiest person for you. I can't assure that what the people will think about you, but for you, you will be the happiest person if you will manage these all 5 people. So who are these 5 people? These 5 people are one. These 5 people, it means the world. These 5 people are, it means the world. One is strangers. One is strangers. One is strangers. So 99.99% of the world is stranger for us. 99.99% of the world is stranger for us. Am I right? The second is like professional people. Second is professional people. Professional people, it means where we work. Where we work. So there are also many people, but strangers are the most. Strangers are the most. But we spend more time with the professional people than the strangers. So first are the strangers, second is the professional people, and third is friends and relatives. Who are the third people? Friends and relatives. Who are the third people? Friends and relatives. The fourth people is family. The fourth people is family. And the last person is self. And the last person is self. So this is the world. Strangers, professional people, family and friends, family and self. Okay, so this is the world. These are the 5 people in the world. First is strangers. Follow me. Strangers, strangers,
Strangers,
professional people,
professional people,
friends and relatives,
friends and relatives,
family
family
and self.
and self.
Now how to manage the strangers. So this we are going to learn how to manage the people. So if we are going to learn how to manage the people, it means we need to learn how to manage the strangers, how to manage the professional people, how to manage the friends and relatives, how to manage the family, and how to manage the self. So first question is how to manage the strangers. I just want to suggest you, my friends, if you want to be happiest in the world, the first question first you need to do with the strangers, that is, do not talk to them. Do not talk to them. Do not think about them. Do not think about them. Nowadays I see many people are wasting their time in the strangers. Shall I give you some examples? Shall I give you some examples? We are wasting our 60% of time on the strangers. Many people think about Salman Khan. Do you think about Salman Khan? Yes or no?
Yes.
We talk about Salman Khan. But do you know him? Is he going to give you the happiness? Is he going to solve your problems? Is he going to make you happy? Then why are you thinking about Salman Khan? We think about his career. We think about Salman Khan. We think about his movies. We think about his gross collection. We think about his... Even we think about his girlfriends. We watch his movies. We watch his articles. We spend our time, hours and hours in watching his images and talking about him with the friends. Friends, he is the stranger for us. And we have got a very valuable life. And we are not here for forever. We are here for some time. I think we are not here for more than 100 years. If we got more and more life in this world, we have not got more than 100 years. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So if we spend more time on the strangers, we are thinking about Aishwarya Rai. What happened to her daughter? What happened to his husband? Where has she gone now? How is she going now? Hey, have you seen the last movie of Aishwarya? Look, she got married, she delivered a baby, then also she looks very slim. She is very beautiful. If you want to be the happiest person in your life, do not talk to the strangers. Do not think about the strangers. Then you will start finding yourself, I am getting more time. Why you are getting time? Because you have taken out time for yourself now. So do not talk to them. Do not even think about them. I will just tell one more example of it. We are on the Facebook. Am I right? We are on the Facebook. How many friends do you have on the Facebook whom you know well? Do you know all the friends who are on the Facebook? When they meet us, then we just do not talk to them. But when they are on the Facebook, we see their photos, we see their videos, we see their tweets and everything. We see their posts. Why? We are wasting our time on the Facebook and WhatsApp with the strangers. I'm not talking about friends and relatives. I'm not talking about professional people. I'm not talking about family. We are more wasting our time on the strangers. And strangers are not doing anything for us. They are just harming our life. They are just wasting time of our life. Strangers will not give you the happiness. I guarantee you. Strangers will not give you the happiness. And if they give you the happiness, they are not strangers. If they give you the happiness, they are not strangers. Same Facebook, WhatsApp, and I think Twitter. So they have the windows to look into the other's life. Facebook has many windows to look into the other's life. Twitter has many windows to look into the other's life. So we are just wasting our 1 minute, then we get interested in others, then 2 minutes, then 3, 4. On Twitter, there are millions of the people on the Twitter. There are millions and billions of the people on the Facebook. So your life will end, but the Twitter accounts will not end. If we start in the morning, the night will come urgently, but the Twitter accounts will not get stopped. So first, what we need to do with the strangers, if you want to be happy, do not talk to them. Do not think about them. Because there are many beautiful people around us. We can think about them. Why should we think about the strangers? We don't even know them. We don't know even about their life, it means they are not related with us. Even they are the richest people of the world. Why should I care of them? Even they are the most famous actors of the world. Why should I care of them? So first, if you want to be happiest in the life, you need to avoid all the strangers. Do not talk to them. Do not think about them. Do not interact more even after provoking. What happens? Sometimes we are on the bus stand. We are waiting for a bus. So on the bus stand, it means there are many strangers around us. Am I right? Yes or no? So somebody comes and pushes us in the bus. It means he has provoked us. So what should be the reply to that stranger? If you are aggressive, what you will do? Can't you see? I am here. Why have you pushed me? Then what he will do, that stranger? I haven't pushed you. Somebody has pushed me from the back. I haven't pushed you. Somebody has pushed from the back. You touched me, so I must ask you. You ask that boy, you don't ask me. It means what happens? We have become the victim of that stranger. And we have started wasting our time. Then that argument will turn into the fights. And that fights will turn into the police complaint. And that police complaint will turn into the court matter. And that court matter will turn into the spoiling our life. instead of, now I think you see on the television, for the 5 rupees people are doing murder. For post on the Facebook, for the DP changing on the WhatsApp, people are doing the murder. Am I right? So this is happening because the strangers are in our life. If the more strangers are in your life, our life will get more spoiled. But if you are a good personality, what you will do? Okay, oh, what happened? Are you all right? How will you react how will you react with that person? Hey, what happened? Are you all right? Then what will be the reaction of that second person? Oh, I am really sorry. Somebody pushed me from the back. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it's up to you. It's up to you which thoughts you select again. Because when you are going in the bus, you come across with two thoughts. One thought says just abuse him and slap him, and second thought says just come to know what happened backside. And if you select the second thought, then you will be happy, and if you select first thought, you will be spoiled. So again it comes a matter of selecting the thoughts. If you select the better thought, you will be the winner. And one more I would like to tell you about the strangers, how to tackle the strangers. Do not spend more unnecessary time with them. Do not spend more unnecessary time with the strangers. What happens? Suppose we are in the class. Suppose we are in the class. We know each other, we have become the friends. But when we go down, then somebody comes in front of us. Okay, where is the Kakde Plaza? Where is the office number 137? Then what should be your answer? If you know it, what should be your answer? You should say, okay, go straight and then turn left and go up. There is the office. But what happens? Okay, I don't know about the Kakde Plaza. I think I just came here before 5 days. And it is a very big plaza. There are many offices in this plaza. And if you just go through, and this plaza is not that much clean. And this plaza is like built by this person and he does not take care of it. We start gossiping that person. We start gossiping with that person. It means what you are doing? You are spending unnecessary time with that stranger. This does not happen only with that. This happens in the bus also. This happens in the classroom also. This happens on the railway station also. This happens in the office also. Everywhere it happens. We start talking about the government. We start talking about the today's cricket match. We start talking about the suicide of the IAS son. We start talking about. It means we are spending unnecessary time with the strangers and we are ruining our life. Second, do not help the strangers. Do not help the strangers. Many people says that if somebody asks us lift to drop them on some place, should we do that? I should say you strongly, do not help the strangers. Because you are not confident about your driving, how can you give the lift to that person? And you do not know whether he is a needy boy or whether he is a thief. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So do not help the strangers. Do not help the strangers. So if any accident happens, what you need to do? Do not help, but call the right person. Call the right person. You can call the right person. you can call the ambulance, you can call the police officers, you can call, because they will come immediately and they will get solved. If you will help, you will be caught. You will spend more unnecessary time with the strangers and you will spoil your life. Second, do not have any relationships with strangers. This is very important. Very, very important. This is happening nowadays. Matrimony. Many sites on the internet, they are just exciting the youngsters for the relationships. Not only the physical relationships, but also the financial relationships. There are many schemes, many projects, many corrupt offers. Many offers on the email also, you will get many offers like win crores of rupees, just reply this email. It means what happens? If you reply that email, they hack your email account and they go on your account and they get your money. So please do not have any relationships, financial relationships with any strangers. Do not have any financial relationships. Do not give them money. If beggars also, please do not give the begging, because you are exciting them, you are provoking them for the begging. If they will keep begging, then they will keep working hard for the begging, but they will not work hard for their good life, and they will produce more beggars. If they become in profit, they will produce more beggars. So I think do not have any financial relationships with the strangers. Even if anybody comes, oh, I have a direct marketing plan and this plan is very important for you and this plan will give you around 5 lakh rupees in a year. You just need to, just need to invest just 7,000 rupees. If it is 7,000 rupees or 7 rupees, do not have any relationships with the strangers, because this life is not for the money. This life is not for the money. This beautiful life is for self. This beautiful life is not only for money. Money is the temporary part. Life is a permanent part. So do not have any financial relation, because I see many people are not only spending their money on the schemes or scams, they are also spending their time. Time is more precious than money. Time is more precious than money, because you can earn much money, but you cannot earn a second more of your life. If you lost your 7,000 rupees, you can earn 7,000 rupees more in 2 or 3 months. But if you lost your 2 or 3 years of your life, can you bring those 2 or 3 years again back in your life? Can you bring it? We cannot bring them. We cannot bring them. So do not have any financial relationships with the strangers. And the last, how to tackle the strangers, I want to tell you, do not have any physical relationships with the strangers. This is very important for everybody. Everybody, girls, women, boys, youngsters, everybody. Because nowadays the movies, the dramas, the internet data, everything is showing the physical ecstasy, the physical happiness. But I want to tell you, my friends, real happiness does not lie in the physical happiness. It lies in the spiritual happiness. It lies in the spiritual happiness. So if anybody excites you, even a movie can excite you, a 2 minutes clip can excite you, 4 or 5 images can excite you, but stop yourself, control yourself, and do not run after any strangers' relationships, because you don't know how that stranger is, how that stranger lady is, or how that stranger man is. All the strangers are not good. All the strangers are not good. Not, you cannot say that 1% strangers are good, sir. 2% strangers are not good, sir. No. All the strangers are not good. So please do not give them entry in your thought process also. Please do not give them entry in your thought process also. Because nowadays, youngsters are, like girls are engaged in the images of actors, sportsmen, leaders. On Facebook, you will find many young leaders. Then they call you for the programs, parties, nightclubs, and then girls get strangled, and then girls get trapped, and then they spoil their life. This is happening with the boys also. Boys see the images and photos of the young girls and everything, young leaders, young sportswomen, young Bollywood actresses and everything, and then they spend more time with them, and then they start addicted in the drugs. Then they lose their all property. They create many burden in the they create much burden in their families, and they lose their life, their financial condition, and they lose their family's financial condition. And the people who are engaged in the physical relationships before age of 25, they will not be happy after the age of 25. Because the real age of engaging yourself in the physical relationship is not before 25. The real age of engaging yourself in the physical relationship is after 25, after the marriage, and with one person. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? So we need to, I just repeat all our points. If you want to manage the strangers, do not talk to them, do not think about them. Second, do not interact even more after provoking. If somebody tells you, hey, why have you hit me? Say them, I am sorry, you can go on your way, I will go on my way. If somebody said, why are you hitting me? And you are telling, I can hit you, then you will spoil your life. Just say sorry and go, and avoid that stranger. Second, do not spend unnecessary time with the strangers. Third, do not help the strangers. Fourth, do not have any relationships with your strangers. Even not financial relationships, not even physical relationships. And do not argue with the strangers. Do not argue with the strangers. Do not have any arguments at the Bhaji market, or at the bus stop, or in front of the home, or in front of the office, or in other cities, or in other villages. Strangers, leave them in the world. The world is full of the strangers. Let them be there. Do not tackle them. Understood, everybody? Now we will talk about managing the professional people. How to manage the professional people. How to manage the professional people? Because now they are not strangers. Professional people are not strangers. Like suppose we are all the professional people. We do not know any family relationships. But we are a professional people. You have come here, you have paid us for training, and we are giving a service for your training, so we are a professional people. If you go in the bus stop, if you give a ticket, if you take a ticket, and if you give a ticket, that is a professional relationship. That bus conductor and bus driver and you, these three are responsible for your journey. If you are in the office, then your boss, your all other colleagues, everybody is a professional relationship. If you go in any program, not the family program, other program, like suppose we go in the trip or something, then that is a professional people. These all are the professional people. It means where we have some our objectives. Like I come here for training, I go in the bus for journey, I go at the office to work, I go in the college for studies, I go in the library for reading, I go in the mall for shopping. So these all are called like a professional relations. These all are people, these all people are what? Professional people. So how to tackle with them? The first is know their thought. So once again come about their thought process. We need to know that whether he is a good person or bad person. Whether he is a good person or bad person. Know about their thought process. About that professional people thought process. If he is good, then what you need to do? Then you can talk to him. You can share your ideas with him. You can work with him. But if he is not good, then what you need to do? Delete. Delete that person from your account. Delete that person from your account. You will, because if you keep talking with that person, he is bad, and if you will keep talking with that person, then what will happen? Bad will never produce good. Am I right? Bad will never produce good. Bad will produce worse, or bad will produce worst, but it will not produce good. So if you keep talking, even you know that in your professional circle there are many good people and there are many bad people. If you keep talking to the bad people, if you keep working with the bad people, then you will become bad, worse and worst. But you will never, and you have no time in the life to make somebody good. Am I right? Because we are a common people. We cannot waste our time in making somebody good. Hey, why do you behave like this? Now don't behave like this. Oh, you are a very talented person. Why are you wasting your time in the smoking, drinking? Or why do you use the drugs? Why do you do the corruption in the office? Don't do that. Because we are a common people. We are not the saints. And we have a family. We are not a brahmachari. Or we are not a bachelors. Like we will keep telling him and we will keep wasting our time. We cannot make anybody good. We cannot make anybody good. But we can make ourselves good. We can make ourselves good. So do not try to make the people good. They will be good in their time. Let them spend their time in their condition. But if you try to make them good, then you will be spoiling your time, your thoughts, your good time. Instead of enjoying your good time, you will be in sorrow. So, with the good people in the professional life, you have to evaluate the behavior. Understand? You need to evaluate the behavior. Because you are working with them. You are talking to them. So you can easily evaluate their behavior. Like how does he speak to the people? Is he hard or is he soft? How does he talk to the manager? Is he Does he talk to the manager in a cunning way or in a transparency? We know in our offices that who is corrupt and who is honest. In every offices there are the corrupt people and there are the honest people. So we know ourselves better that who is corrupt and who is honest. So first you need to evaluate their behavior. Okay. First you need to know who is the good person and who is the bad person. Then evaluate their behavior. Evaluate their behavior. Why is he bad person and why is he good person? After evaluation, you have to delete the group of bad people from your thought process. From your thought process. If you keep out somebody from your thoughts, he will not be entered in your life. He will not enter in your life. So from thought process you need to kick him out. From thought process you need to kick him out. Don't think about that person. Hey, let him enjoy his life. Why should I care about him? Let him go. Let him do whatever he does. I don't care of him. So bad people out of the circle. Bad people out of the game. Bad people out of your life. Do them out of your life. And then some good people will be in your life. Am I right? Yes or no? And then set the goals. What do you need to do in the professional life? Set the goals. That is very important. Set the goals, it means how long would you like to work with them? What would you like to achieve with them? That is the setting goals. Suppose you are working with your employees, then set the goals for a daily goals, month. Suppose I am working with my teachers, then I will set the goals. Okay, now we have 50 admissions. We need to collect this much fees. Then we need to teach these many students. We need to teach this much syllabus. And at least from 50, we need to make minimum 40 students fluent in English. That is our goal. We have set our goal. And try to achieve those goals. Try to achieve those goals. Not only boss, employees also can set their goals. Everybody can set their goals. Students can also set their goals. Okay, now we are 5 friends. Now he will study maths. She will study science. She will study geography. I will study English. I will share my English notes with him. She will share US notes with me. I will share science notes with her, and we will get one good. Everybody will get good marks in the exam. Suppose 5 friends are there. They can also make a plan for a good. They can also, okay, now we are not working. It's okay, but we will start working. I think we have got one good. My uncle is in the business of selling the books, and he has written a dictionary. So what we will do? We do not have any job. We will take his dictionaries and we will sell those dictionaries in every home, and we will get 5% of that MRP, and we will pay our school fees or we will pay our college fees. Am I right? Yes or no? Yes. So in this way you can set the goals, you can achieve the goals. And more, I would like to tell you about the professional people. Do not force them. Do not force them. If you force them, it will boomerang with you. Do not force the people for the goals. Like you must do this. No, there should not be must. Do not force the people for anything, because that is against the human capacity. That is against the human capacity. Only love can, only caring words can, and only polite words can produce more results. The forcing words will not produce any results. If you force the people, it will not produce the results. But if you care the people, if you love the people, if you show your politeness with the people, if you keep the discipline with the people, they will produce more results. And one more, so do not force anybody for results. If you do not like that person, kick him out of your box. But do not force that person. If you tell one person, okay, please do this again. I can't do this. Please, I request you to do this again. I can't do this. I am really sorry. Please, it is very urgent. Do this for me. I can't do this. Fourth day, I am really sorry. I cannot work with you. Understand everybody? Yes or no?
Yes.
So no struggle, no fights, no arguments, just caring. 4 times I have told her the caring words, the loving words, the communicating words, my demand, but she could not complete that. Then I said, I am sorry. I cannot work with you. It's done. It's done. But, oh, why are you not doing this? I pay you for this. You must do this and do not go without doing this. I will give you till today's time, till 8 o'clock. You have to complete it till 8 o'clock. Then what she will do? What she will do? She will not give you the resignation letter or anything, but she will stop coming from tomorrow. But if I request her 4 times, and if I offer her, I cannot work with you, then she will tell you, she will come in your cabin and she will tell you, I am really sorry, sir. You requested me for 4 times, but I could not complete it because I had a burden something. But now I am free, and please give me only 1 day. In 1 day I will complete it. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes. This will happen with your employees, with your professional people. If you force them, they will skip your job. If you share your loving words, your caring words, your discipline, then they will agree with you and they will work on your job. Second, please do not insult your professional people. It's very important. Please do not insult anybody, because insulting is very bad. If you insult anybody, then you are showing your misbehavior. You are spoiling your personality. You are ruining your personality. And that person will start advertising about your behavior. Suppose if I insult her, then what she will do? She will not keep that insult with her. She will start telling, oh, sir has today done this with me. Sir has asked, sir has. In this way, she will start ruining my personality. And everybody will come to know that this person is not good. So please do not insult from your inside. You should not insult anybody. And at the last, I just want to tell you about the professional people. If any person does not suit you, do not work with that person. If that person suits you, work with that person. If that person does not suit you, do not work with that person. So understand everybody how to tackle the professional people. Know their thought process. Divide them into good people, bad people. Work with only the good people. Set your goals. Achieve your goals. Do not force the people. Do not insult the people. Give them a caring words. Give them a talk to them. Communicate with them. Share your disciplinary method and have the communication with your employees. And at the last, if you do not suit with anybody, please do not work with them. Exchange the people, and you will find the good, more better people than that person. Now the second is how to manage the friends and relatives. How to manage the friends and relatives. Because it's very important how to manage the friends and relatives. See, what is called friend? A friend is need in need is friend indeed. But today I just want to tell you that nowadays nobody is in need. Am I right? Nobody is in need. Because banks are there to help us. Am I right? The government system, the government process is there to help us. If you are in difficulty, police is there. If you are running out of money, banks are there. So there is no more difficulty, that much difficulty that you will call the friends and they will come. But nowadays friends are more necessary. Their presence only can feel you happy. And their presence only can delight you for the rest of your life. So I just want to tell you that please keep your friends for the presence. Do not keep your friends for the selfishness. Do not keep your friends for the selfishness. I just want to tell you that I have many friends in India and out of India. But I do not share any problems with them. And they do not share any problems with me. Sometimes we share the problems, but we motivate each other. In the problems, we motivate each other. Sometimes they share their problems with me, but I motivate them in their problem. But we do not exchange money. So I think you should not have more friends. More friends, more responsibility. And less friends, less responsibility. So instead of having a lot of friends, just have 5 to 6 friends. Because again you need to have, and there is no any definition that good friends, bad friends. Friends are friends. It is not like good friends and bad friends. Friends are friends. Friends are dear one itself. They are not good or they are not bad. If you say bad friends, then though they are not bad friends, they are strangers. They are professional people. So friends are always friends. They are not good, they are not bad. So do not have more friends, because more friends, more responsibility. Just have some friends. Second, do not expect anything from your friends. Do not expect anything from your friends. It is very important. If you expect from your friends, then they will skip from your life. They will skip from your life. I think everybody has this experience that we had many friends in our childhood. But after the SSC, now then we got only a few friends. Out of all those friends of our school age, we do not have those friends now. In college days, we had many friends. But when we started working, then we have no friends of our college days. When we got married, then we got many new friends from our wife's side and from the husband's side. Then we forgot all the college friends and the professional friends. Why this is happening? Because you are always expecting. You are always expecting that they should come for my marriage, they should come for my college, they should come in my hostel, they should invite me, they should celebrate this, they should share me. Do not expect anything from your friends and do not let them expect from you. It is also very important. Do not let them expect from you. If they will start expecting you, then what will happen? They will spoil your time. They will spoil your time. And you cannot work for your career, and you cannot work for your happiness. So do not expect from your friends. Like, I think girls are better in, like two sisters are better in the friendships, but two brothers are not better in the friends. Am I right? Why two brothers are not better in their why two brothers cannot live as a good friends? Why? Because their wives are there to help spoil their friendship. But the two sisters can remain friends. Because I have my own example. My wife and her sister, they are good friends after the marriage also. And I and my brother are also good friends. Why we are good friends? Because we have a good personality. With my brother, I do not have any financial relationship. So he is my good friend. He is on his own, I am on my own. When the parents are with him, he takes care of them. When the parents are with me, I take care of them. He is not that much rich as I am. So whenever any bad thing happens, like accidents or somebody gets sick, like mother or father gets sick, then I give him a huge amount. Why? Because I feel that I am a responsible person. I give him a huge amount and he takes care of them. I know my responsibility. So we remained good friends. And my wife and her sisters, they are also good friends. So I am telling you, do not share any property, do not expect anything from the people. Because whatever you can do, that is enough for you. And what you can't do, that is not needed for you. That is not needed for you. But do not beg. Do not beg. So, do not beg from the friends and do not beg from the relatives. Just friends should be friends. Do not expect from them. And if you want them to be in your life, you should care them. You should care them. You should communicate with them. See, why should you care your friends? That is the question. If we are not expecting from them, why should we care them? We should care them because if we will care them, they will care us. If we will care them, they will care us. If I tell you, hi, how are you, Sachin? Then they will tell you, hi, how are you, Shantinath? Hey, how is your life, Sachin? Then he will tell, hey, how is your life, Shantinath? I think you were sick in the last week. Are you all right now? Then I can also ask her, I think you lost your job in last weekend. Did you get a new job? Just caring each other. I am not expecting, he is not expecting that I should give him a new job. I am not expecting him that he should come to see me in the hospital. No expectation. If I think that I should give him a job, I will send an appointment letter to his home. I will not talk about the job. If he thinks that he should come to the hospital, he will not call me that I will come to the hospital. He will come to the hospital and he will see me. That is the friendship. It means you have to do or you have to help your friends without expectation. That is a surprise. You need to give a surprise to your friends. Then they will be happy and they will also start giving you the surprise. But do not expect for any surprise. Do not expect for any surprise. Understand, everybody? So with our friends and relatives, We should not have any financial relationships. We should not expect anything from them. And we should not fight with them. We should not have any conflict with them. We just need to take care of them. Whatever happens, we need to take care of them. If they go against us, then also we need to take care of them. Because that is my bad time, so they went against us. But after some time he will realize that no, Shantinath was right, I was wrong. So do not live caring the people. Care them. And the last I would like to tell you how to manage the family. Because we have seen how to manage the self. Now I will tell you how to manage the family. Remember, family is your root. Family is your root. Do not avoid them. Do not avoid them. In family, what comes in your family? Your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, your father, your mother, grandfather, grandmother, and your children. This is your family. So please, that is your root, That is your root. You are standing in that root. Your life is because of the roots. If you avoid your family, you will not get respect in the world. If you get respect in your family, you will get respect out of the family. So please do not avoid your family. You are being produced from your family. Your parents have produced you in this world. They have delivered you. They have borne the pains of the delivering. And you are the cause. They are the reason. They are the cause of your life. How can you avoid them? And you cannot evaluate them. My mother is my mother. I cannot evaluate her. Whether she is angry or she is loving or she is good looking or bad looking. No. Evaluation is for bad people. Evaluation is for friends, relatives, the strangers. Evaluation is not for mother. Evaluation is not for father, not for brother, not for sister, or not for wife. You cannot evaluate your wife. You have to accept as she is. Whether she is dark, whether she is gorgeous, whether she is beautiful, whether she is ugly. Once you accepted her, you need to accept her till the end of your this life. Your father is, whether he is a villager, whether he is a farmer, whether he is a doctor, whether he is a boss, whether he is corrupt, whether he is honest, whether he is killer, or whether he is a very great politician. You have to accept him as he is. You cannot evaluate your father, and you cannot disrespect your father. You cannot insult your father. You cannot insult your mother. So I think we should not avoid our family members because they are our roots. They are our roots. We need to accept them as they are. We should not think, oh, I think Dhirubhai Ambani should have my father. I should have been very richest person of this world. No. Accept as they are. Second, respect their opinions because they are the best advisors of your life. Friends and relatives are not the best advisors, I am telling you. If you want to decide your partner for your life, you should not ask your friends and relatives. Just ask your parents, enough. Or your brother or sister, enough. Do not ask to your friends and relatives. You will spoil your partner. And you will definitely get a bad partner. If you want to choose a good partner for your life, you need to just do one thing. You need to ask yourself and your parents. Only two people. Yourself and your parents. And I am telling you, your parents are your advisors. They also cannot force you. What I have told you? Your parents are your best advisors, but they are not decision makers. They can give you the advice, but they cannot force you for that advice. So parents are the best advisors. Parents are the best advisors. So I think you should take care of their advices. And the next I would like to tell you, your family is your responsibility. Your family is your responsibility. I think when you were small, that was okay that you cannot carry your responsibilities. But after 25, you need to be that much strong that you should carry the responsibility of your parents, of your younger brother. And suppose if you have an elder brother and he is not educated or he is not good in financial condition, you should keep him up. You should uplift your brother, because your family is your responsibility. Your family is your responsibility. Second, family is your support system. Family is your support system. Support system, it means when you are in the ups, your family is there. And even when you are in your downs, your family is there. But when you are in ups, your families and relatives will be there. But when you are in downs, your friends and your relatives will not be there. In your downs, only your friends and only your family members will help you. But in your downs, friends and relatives will not help you. So I think in your downs, you need to see only your parents, and when you are in ups, you need to take care of your only family. And at the last, I just want to tell you that communicate with your family is very important. Communication is very important. You should talk to your mother every day. If you are not near mother, you should call her every day. You should talk to your father every day, because you don't know, you just go to those people who lost their father and ask them the importance of the father. They will tell you the importance of the fatherhood. You just go to those people. If you just go to those people who lost their mother, and you will come to know the importance of the mother. So I think you should call your father every day. Every day I am telling you, every day. You should call your mother every day. Just speak for 1 minute or 1 second. Hi Papa, how are you? Just. Papa will be the happiest person if he receives his son's call. Mother will be the happiest person if she receives her daughter's call. Because they don't expect anything from you. They expect just your loving words, caring words, and your happiness. They expect your happiness. So the communication is the secret of the happiness in the family life. So I think whatever happens, you are in ups, communicate with your family. You are in downs, communicate your family. You are deceived by your girlfriend, communicate with your parents. You are deceived by your boyfriend, communicate with your parents. Mama, what happened? I am really sorry. I had a bad time with that boy, and really I am really sorry. Then what would your mother do? You nonsense, you don't know about our family rules and everything. She will scold you for half an hour. And after half an hour, what will she do? Okay beta, now onwards don't do this. Understand everybody? Yes or no? Yes or no? This is the life. Your parents are your best support system. So don't go to your friends or relatives for the suggestions. They will spoil you. Only go to your father and mother for your best suggestions. or for best advices. And if you do not have your parents, only go to your wife for the best suggestions. And if you do not have parents, only go to your husband for the best suggestion. But don't go to others. So communication is the secret of the family life. Whatever happens, you are in ups or you are in downs. You are not earning or you are earning. You are in the bad patch or you are in a good patch. Please talk to your family members. Please have a communication with your family members. You will start relaxing and you will get energy from them, and you will start working with the full energy with the people. So I think today we had a great session where we have discussed with the how to manage the people. So we have discussed about how to manage the strangers, how to manage the professional people, how to manage the friends and relatives, and how to manage the family. So it was our third day of workshop and we had a great session here. Tomorrow we will talk about how to make our life successful. Because everybody needs a success, Everybody needs a success. So how to make our life successful, that we will talk about tomorrow. Thank you for joining me.